Hello, I'm Dragoș, and in this video we are going to see how we can deploy Convex to our own VPS server with the help of Docker. For the one that doesn't know, Convex it's a real-time database that will help you keep your application in sync. And besides that, it has also like file storage, it has a vector for AI and a lot of things. So basically it's a complete backend for your application. And in here you have their website. So this is the Convex website and you can go and use it for free. They have a free plan that can be used, and here you will have access to most of the features that will help you build your application, but you will have some limits. For instance, you will have only this 1 million function calls. You have like limited bandwidth, database storage, database bandwidth, file storage, and so on. And maybe you want to keep the ownership of your data and don't want to rely on a different provider, and that's why in this video we're going to see how we can deploy Convex on our own VPS servers. And in here, for instance, I have a project. This is the development project for my bitbuddies.me website, and in here I have some tables, and we're going to see how we can install Convex and how we can link our TanStack project with Convex. You can do this for everything, and in here I created an article with all of these things that explain in details. Of course, the first thing that you are gonna need is to have a VPS server. You can deploy it also on your laptop if you want just to test it, of course, but in case you want to have like a production application, you will need a VPS server where you can host Convex. And I've created a lot of videos in the past with my recommendation, that is Hasner. I will let the link into the description with everything, and we're going to do this with the help of Dokploy. In this article and video, the same thing can be done also to self-host it with Docker Compose. Only if you want, it will be the same thing, but Dokploy it will just make things easier, and it will allow you to also create backups and things like that. And yeah, in here we're going to check all of this. And in here I have the Dokploy installed, and if you don't have Dokploy installed, you can go and check my previous videos on how you can install Dokploy. I will let the link into the description. And in here I have the self-hosted application that I am running on the Dokploy. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a service. We're gonna use the template for this, but we're going to customize the template because it's not having all the things that you need for a production database. So let's go and check Convex, for instance, in here, and I will hit create, confirm, and right now this created a Convex application in here, and it added the basic things for this. So basically this is using an older image. I want to use the latest image for this. You see that is using this tag. It is exposing the ports, and I don't want to use that. You don't need that for this. And this is adding the dashboard. Again, it's exposing the ports in here, Postgres or thing like that. So this is accepting Postgres, MySQL, and SQL Server. And by default, if you're just gonna use the template, it will gonna use the SQLite. And this is suitable for small development workflow or small applications. But in case you have a big application, you should use a Postgres database. And we're going to go and check the new changes, and in here you have the environment variables for this. And with Dokploy you will have domains that will be provided for you by default from traffic, and if you have like a development need only, you can use them without a problem. We're going to see how we can configure our own domain with SSL for this, and in the domain area you have the domains already pointing to this. So if you are just wanting to test this, you can just hit right now deploy, and this will work. You don't need to configure anything. You just hit deploy, and it will start creating everything for you, and you can go and start use it. But in this video I want to go in more details and configure everything for let's say a production application that you want to self-host it in here. And to do that, I've created in here the modified template, and I will just copy this from here, and I will go again in the Docker Compose, and I will replace everything and tell you what I've changed in here. So in here you see that you have the backend, it will go to latest one and it will pull the latest image. And in here I've added an instance secret to have everything encrypted. And these are the default things in here that they've added. So Convex Cloud Origin, Convex Site Origin, that we're going to use it in the env. This is the new thing, Postgres URL. So basically like this, you are telling Convex that you want to use a Postgres database for the backend to be faster. And in here you have the options to disable beacon. So I set it to true. And yeah, in here I've added also the options to not require SSL. So basically I'm configuring this without SSL, this Postgres database. I'm running it in the same server. So for this thing to be speedy, it will just go and use the same server for the database, and this should be quite fast. And in here I have the dashboard, and I've just removed the port thing. And in here, for instance, I have the Postgres database. It will use the Postgres 17. Like this, it will gonna use the Postgres volume for this, and I will put the password in the environment variables, and PostgresDB, it's called the Convex self-hosted. You can change it if you want in this last version. I've seen that Convex is allowing you to change the DB name. In the previous releases you couldn't change this, but I will just let it like this, and the user it will be Postgres for this, and the volumes are like this. So I will hit save. So basically right now I've altered the template to use all of these things, and I will go into the environment, and in here we are just going to modify these things so it can use an SSL certificate. So you need to have a domain, so you can use your own domains for this. And in here I am in the Cloudflare, and in Cloudflare I created a wildcard that it's pointing like this. So basically on my website bidoze.com, if I will add something like dashboard.convex.bidoze.com, it will be redirected to the server. So you just need to add a record. I prefer to use wildcard for this because we need to create like 3 subdomains for this, and that's why I'm preferring the options to use a wildcard in here to not go and configure everything manually. So right now the a record is pointing to my domain, so I can go and configure the domains in there with everything that I need. So let's go and first let's configure the domain. So I will use HTTPS. Yeah, so basically the URLs it will be like this. For the API, I will call one for API, one it will be backend, and the last one, the public deployment URL, it will be again the API one to replace the details. So I will go and copy this, and in here what I will do, I will put the bidoze instead of your domain. So right now the details, it will just point to these URLs. We are going to configure them domain section, but first we are going to need to add some other things. I will add also the DB password and the Postgres URL. So basically in here I will just copy this, and this is the database password, and you can put a strong password in here. I will just let it like this, and this is the Postgres URL, and this is telling that it should use Postgres with the Postgres user, with Postgres server, the port and the password. And right now the other thing that I need to do is to go and configure the instance secret in there, so everything to be encrypted. Okay, and I will generate one with this command, open SSL random. Let me open a terminal in here and run this command, and I will just copy this long URL and put it in here, and I will hit save. So right now we have the environment variables added in this section, and what we are going to go and do is to configure everything in the domains, because right now the domains are just pointing to the traffic ones. And in here you see that you have basically you have the dashboard with 6791. This one is for the API that I've named this in the environment variables in here, the Convex Cloud Origin. It will be this one from the first backend with the 3210 port, and For the backend, actual backend, it will be 3211. And let's go and modify everything. Okay, so let's go and copy them. I'll copy the first one. And the first one is with the API. Let's go to domains. And I'll modify this one, the one with 3210, edit. I'll put the new domain in here. I will choose the options to use certificates. I will click save. I have used the let's encrypt. Okay, let's go then and put the dashboard in here. So for the dashboard, I'll just copy something like that and let's modify the dashboard, and in here you will have dashboard like this with the convex bidoze.com, and again you will have the let's encrypt with update, and the last one it's the one with the backend that we are going to modify. We're going to put it like this, backend convex bidoze.com. Okay, HTTPS, let's encrypt, update. So right now we have our own domain with SSL certificate full of these things. And again, if you want to check the ports, you're gonna see them in here. So for instance, you see 3210 with Cloud Origin, Site Origin. So yeah, Cloud Origin is the API, Site Origin is the backend that we're gonna use with the port. And for the dashboard, you see in here you will have the port with 6 in there. This one is just linking the dashboard to our installation, the things that we have in here. So right now we should have everything in place. So we have the variables with instance and everything. We have the domains. The only thing that we need to do is to go and hit deploy. Let's see if this is working. Right now it exited with one error. These things I've seen it is happening. I'll just hit reload like this. I don't know why, but sometimes I think, yeah, maybe it tries to use the old thing, and you see that right now it's successful. I have everything in here and it is working. Okay, and right now the next thing that we're going to need to do is to go and create the admin key. So basically to link everything in here and have access to the dashboard, we're going to need to generate this admin key, because if we're going to go and open the domain, and I will try to open the dashboard, in here you will see that you will need to enter this admin key. And what I'm gonna do, I will just go to do that. So to do that, I can do it directly in here in the Dokploy, and I will go to Docker in here, and I will just need to open the backend for this. So this is the backend self-hosted with Convex, and this is the backend, and in here I will just open the terminal like this, and in here I will need to go to Convex, and in here you're gonna see that you will have some scripts, and the scripts for this is to generate admin key like this. And this is the key that you will gonna use in your project, and this is the key that you are gonna use to log into the dashboard. So you can check it in there. So right now I will copy this key and I will go and just add it in the dashboard. So let's go and put the key in here and log in. And right now I will not save it. You're gonna see that you will have this interface. You will not have the options to choose the project. You will have the health for this. You will have the data, function, files. You will have the schedulers. You will have the logs, history, settings area where you have the options to see the details with the everything, environment variables that you can add, and other things. So right now we have everything set up and this should work, and the next thing that we need to do is to go and link the application. And to do that, we're gonna need to add two things in our application. And in here I've also created a tutorial of how you can use Docker Compose if you don't want to use Dokploy for this. Basically this process should be similar, but you're gonna need to add Nginx or reverse proxy like traffic. If you want to just use Dokploy, it's easier. Okay, and the next thing that we are going to do is to copy these two things and put them in the environment.local like this, and in the environment variables, and in here I have a project that it's already opened, and this was the project, and in here I have the environment and environment.local, and I will remove this from here. I'll not put anything in environment.local. I'll just put the Convex self-hosted URL. So basically this is the URL that you will going to need to put it to the API, not to the backend. I'm gonna need to modify that. So it's like this, bidoze.com. So API convex bidoze.com, and in here you'll put the key that you've generated, and the key, let me copy it again like this. Okay, and put the correct key in here. Okay, so right now I have this pointing to the backend and the API, and we're going to go and update also the environment details with this for the convex. So I have the environment and environment.local with these details. Right now what I will need to do to have everything checked to see if it's working, ban convex dev like this, and this will go and put everything into the database that I've created. So you see here that I have a lot of tables that are created, and if we're going to check right now to see what we have in here, if we're going to go to data, you'll see that we will have all the tables. So for instance, if we're going to add something in our application, let's see, open the application, so ban run dev, and this will go and open our application. Let's go and right now open this and see if it's working. Okay, so this is the application. Let me sign out, sign in. Let's see if we have a user in here. So right now you see that, for instance, the users have been synchronized and data is already in there. And in here I can change the role, admin, like this. And right now, for instance, if we're going to check the details, you see that I am having the options to see the admin panel. And right now let's go, for instance, add a workshop. I just wanted to show you how this is working. So let's upload a new image. And right now let's go and choose an image. Let's go and choose the one from Opus that I did earlier. Test. This is just to test these things and show you that it's working. Okay, I will let it like this, make it public. Okay, he wants a description. So right now I've added a workshop in here, and yeah, in here let's go and choose the image, because I didn't choose properly the image. Like this, upload the image. Right now you see that I have the image in the gallery. Update workshop. Workshop, the image is here, workshop is here, and let's see the database. And right now if we're going to check the workshop, you're gonna see that in here you will have the workshop. So right now the database, it's going and it's working with the Convex that has just been installed, and you see that the users are in sync. And yeah, I mean, you will have everything working. And if you're going to check the attachments, media assets, in here you'll see that you have the image added, and in the files again you will have the image added. Of course you can add, for instance, an S3 bucket and store these files there. Right now they are stored on the server. So yeah, like this you are deploying Convex for your own server, and you are configuring the applications to work with Convex. In case you like what you have seen, please don't forget to subscribe. In case you want to check more about Dokploy, you can check my previous videos on that.